The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by the 11 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships, offering Buick GMC, Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Hyundai, Kia, and Nissan, and the resale division, with locations in Webster, Henrietta, Penfield, Fairport, Canandaigua, Ontario, and Palmyra, and online at visionauto.com. Hi everyone, and welcome, and thanks for joining us on the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Every week at this time, we take a comprehensive look at sports in Section 5 in Monroe County and begin with our honor roll of high school teams from State Championship Soccer Week. At number 3, the World of Inquiry boys soccer team. The Griffins got to the state Class C finals for the second time in 3 years, came up short in a 2-1 final to North Salem in double overtime. At number 2, Fairport boys soccer, who got to the state Class AA championship game for the third time in 4 years, lost to New Rochelle 2-1 in the final. And at number 1, the undefeated state Class A girls soccer champions from Spencerport. The Rangers won their first state team title in any sport outside of wrestling. Erin Kuykendall scored both goals in a 2-1 win over Jamesville DeWitt. Adding to the school's success, the boys volleyball team is headed to the state finals. Which brings us to the Genesee River. No Section 5 title at stake here, but the crew at Mercy continues to succeed. There is little like it. Crew isn't a mainstream sport in Section 5. There are pockets of interest at Fairport, Pittsford, and McQuaid. But at Mercy High School, they take this pretty seriously.
Crew is special because it's a team sport, and you work as a team, and you learn how to work with your friends in a special way that's different than another sport, because you're not exactly competitive with them. You want to work with them and be a strong group together.
For the last couple of years, we've seen a shift in the team. The girls have really put extra effort into practices and everything like that. We have a great group of girls who work really hard at practice, and they work really hard behind the scenes as well. Which is a part of the whole sport.
Crew is expensive, the boats to start with, and the team makes major weekend trips to regattas, this fall alone to Scotia, Philadelphia, and Boston. So fundraising is a significant part of the culture. For this, Mercy brings in the big guns. Sticky Lips Barbecue and our Vision Sports Beat friend and local high school sports documentarian, Howard Nielsen.
We have a big catering business, fundraiser business. We're starting to do weddings. So we've kind of morphed off into a lot of different things right now. And again, the reason we do that is, I'm in a really tough business. So in order for us to maintain our sales, we need to kind of reinvent ourselves.
While Crew technically exists outside the official athletic confines at Mercy, the team and its support staff feel very much a part of the overall program.
They do definitely recognize us, and the awareness has definitely grown over the past couple of years, so we feel really supported by the booster and by the school itself. Actually, Principal Terry Quinn is here today helping in the assembly line, so we definitely get great support from the school.
The fundraising effort helped send Mercy Crew to the Head of the Charles Regatta in Boston, an international showcase of who's who in the sport.
They can see just how competitive they had to be to race some of the best teams in the country, because you have girls coming from West Coast, Midwest, all over the country, all over the world. There were some Australian teams and everything like that.
It was a really great experience to see all the teams coming from around the world to Boston, and it's just a surreal experience, especially for me coming so young.
The Genesee River is home to this unique team and this unique sport, where you can never take a play off.
You get sense of responsibility, of commitment to your teammates, because you're out on the water and every stroke you take it has to be perfectly in sync with your teammates. So you learn a lot about what it takes to be a good teammate.
Fall season is over for the Monarchs, but they'll be back on the water come spring. When we return, Jason Weber from Penfield is in the Dunkin' Donuts Coach's Corner, and later, a running dynasty survives a challenge and the top 5 high school football plays of the year, when the Vision High School Sports Beat continues. Dunkin's Sweet Black Pepper Bacon Sandwich is back. With twice the crispy caramelized pepper bacon, experience a breakfast sandwich made for bacon lovers. America runs on Dunkin'. Welcome back to the Vision High School Sports Beat. Time now for the Dunkin' Donuts Coach's Corner. And we're happy to be joined by Jason Weber, the varsity swim coach at Penfield High School. Coach, we identify you as a swimming coach. You do both boys and girls. What's the difference?
Boys and girls are very different. Girls, I find, really thrive off of stressing the teamwork and doing it for each other. Girls never ever want to let one of their teammates down. They always want to do their part. And boys, it's similar, but with girls, I find, let's say they don't come through in the clutch, they're more disappointed because they didn't come through for their teammates. For boys, it's a little more, you can kind of maybe call them out a little bit and you'll see them step up and raise their performance. With girls, it's more about addressing the entire team and really stressing that team aspect of it and doing it for your teammate. And you want to come through, you're in this great position. The balance of this is on you for your team.
Now, additionally, you coach track at Eastridge, your alma mater. So you're a full-time coach, 3 seasons. You've been doing this for a while, and you've got a young family. Why is it so important to coach and get yourself involved with so much at the same time?
Fortunately, I've got a very supportive family. My wife really spreads herself thin when I'm coaching this much.
Which is all the time.
Yeah, it is. And my own kids, I have a senior in high school at Mercy and a freshman in high school at Mercy, and those girls are athletes too. They swim, and my senior also does track too. I've found kind of the way to balance all that out is to involve everybody. All these years for swim meets, my kids are swimmers. So when I'm away at a club swim meet for the whole weekend, my girls are with me taking part in that. But I guess to answer the question, the most important thing is to have that support of family at home.
So without putting words in your mouth, is it the idea that to surround a group in sports is such a positive reinforcement that only good can come of an arrangement like this?
Well, I find it really helps you learn how to manage your time if you're a kid. A lot of positive things come out of sports, a lot of facing challenges. I know for swimming specifically, you learn how to just keep working away at something until you have that breakthrough. It's a delayed gratification effect. So it's just interesting balancing all of these different sports and schoolwork. I believe it teaches a valuable lifelong lesson of how to be on a team, how to work for something, how to face a challenge, and how to finally have that breakthrough when you've been working so hard towards a goal.
Yeah. Well, look, keep up the good work. Jason Weber, it's been a pleasure having you on the Coach's Corner.
Hey, thanks, Bill.
That's the Dunkin' Donuts Coach's Corner. Jason Weber has been our guest. Coming up, we salute our Wegmans Making the Grade nominee with Kim Burnson. Later, a running dynasty in Pittsburgh survives a challenge when the Vision High School Sports Beat continues.
Welcome back, and thanks for watching the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson. It's time now for Making the Grade, brought to you by Wegmans. Wegmans is a proud supporter of Making the Grade, which highlights the accomplishments of Section 5 student athletes on and off the playing field.
Making the grade this week is Erica Tillotson of Victor High School. As a senior, Erica has accomplished more in 2 sports than many athletes have in 1. Last year, she was competing for states in both outdoor track and golf. Both competitions separated by just a few weeks. She qualified for states after running her best time in the 400-meter hurdles last spring. Erica also advanced to the state golf championships after winning a Section 5 title as a junior. For her impressive performance, she was selected as the All Greater Rochester Player of the Year by the DNC. Erica competed at the Cobblestone Creek Ladies Championship last year and became the youngest player to ever win the event. On top of the work she puts into her athletic career, she also shines in the classroom. Erica maintains a 4.0 GPA. For her willingness to succeed in everything she takes on, this week, Erica Tillotson is making the grade.
If you have a student in mind for our Making the Grade segment, we want your nominations. Send them in to info@classywolf.com. Now here's Bill with the Fidelis Care Section 5 calendar.
Fidelis Care offers quality, affordable health coverage for children and adults of all ages at all stages of life. Quality health coverage. That's our mission. Call 1-888-FIDELIS or visit fideliscare.org. All that's left to decide are the football championships, and entering the week, 3 teams from Section 5 survived the challenge from their Buffalo area counterparts. The championship games are Friday and Saturday at the Carrier Dome. If you didn't notice, the winter sports season has begun. The weekend featured some high school hockey, and we enter the first full week of play, and the bowling season starts on Monday. The long run at Clover Lanes is over. Terrace Gardens is the new home for the high schools. That's what's happening on our Fidelis Care Section 5 calendar. Which brings us to our weekly countdown of the Jim Dalbert Sporting Goods Top 5 High School Football Plays. This week, of the entire Section 5 season. Jim Dalbert Sporting Goods is proud to support student athletes who work hard on the field, in the classroom, and in their communities. Jim Dalbert Sporting Goods. Shoes, sports, service. The top 5 plays of the year in cooperation with Varsity Media at number 5 from week 3. It's Olympiad HFL Dylan Carey to Justice Watts, backwards lateral to the wide open James Seeger for the touchdown. Play goes 59 yards. Here's number 4. HFL on the receiving end in week 7. Athena's Taj Avies with the interception and 102 yards back the other way. That's the longest play of the year that we saw, at least. 3 plays better than that? Let's see. Number 3. Irondequoit kicking to Eastridge in week 5. Any guesses as to where this one's headed? This is Zyrese Lloyd, who somehow avoids being tackled and going out of bounds on the far sideline and winds up running about 100 yards for a 70-yard touchdown. Two better than that. At number 2, Irondequoit gets that touchdown back in week 4 against Spencerport. It's Tyshawn Sizer to Gerald Drungul to Freddie June. Used to call that the hook and ladder. Goes for 30 yards and a score. And at number 1, we have Victor passing at Rush Henrietta. Clay Blyer to the single-handed Andrew Russell. 38 yards and a touchdown. One more time. That is the Jim Dalberth and Varsity Media High School Football Play of the Year. Coming up, it isn't just the winner who matters at a cross-country meet when the Vision High School Sports Beat continues. Sign Impressions is more than just signs. It's a total graphics company. Embroidery, screen printing, team apparel, t-shirts, jackets, hats, and of course banners and signs. Visit signimpressions.com. Call us at 723-0420 to order your team or corporate apparel. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. This is the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Time now for our honor roll of high school athletes, brought to you by Injury Free Coalition for Kids. The Injury Free Coalition for Kids of Rochester and the Smart Teen Driving Program, funded by the Allstate Foundation, encourages teens to pay attention, not get distracted, and to drive safely. Here's our honor roll of high school athletes. At number 3, Jordan Solomon won MVP honors at the Boys Section 5 Class A Volleyball Championships. The Patriots won a grueling 5-set match in the finals against McQuaid after losing 2 of the first 3. At number 2, Demir Prost of the Bishop Kearney football team Demir scored 6 touchdowns in a 40-38 state quarterfinal win over Cleveland Hill. The Kings were 10 points down with 7 minutes to play. And at number 1, Catherine Vonglis of the state Class D girls soccer champions from Wheatland Shiloh. Catherine is the keeper, posted 18 shutouts in the Wildcats' 23 games this year, the last a 2-0 win over Poland in the title match on Sunday. And now Sticky Lips Barbecue presents our Athlete of the Week. Is your school looking to raise funds? Sticky Lips Barbecue has you covered. Check out our community barbecue fundraiser. Sticky Lips quality is an easy sell. Visit StickyLipsBBQ.com for more details. In a cross-country meet involving Pittsford Mendon's Nathan Lawler, it's almost a foregone conclusion who's going to win. He is. But what happens behind the leaders matters just as much. Pittsford Mendon Jr. Nathan Lawler is a top-ranked cross-country runner in his class in the state. Lawler runs races, he wins them. Of that, there is rarely any doubt.
I mean, I haven't really changed anything. I just kept doing the same things that have put me into the position that I was last year, and I've been able to improve a little more, so that's been nice, and just keep working hard and doing what Coach says.
What do you get out of running? Like, what does it do for you?
It does everything. I mean, I just love the guys on the team. I really enjoy it. I mean, it's hard. It's not always the most fun thing to do, but I'm good at it, and I like it.
Having a guy at the head of the pack every time out is a luxury, but it only goes so far as the team is concerned. And the Mendon Cross Country team is very much that, a team.
It's like nothing else. I mean, we run together every day. We push each other every day, and even though you would think that that just the fastest guy makes the difference, like, we all work top to bottom, and the fastest guy is encouraging our last guy, and we all make sure that everybody has the same goal and the same passion when we're racing, because although you would think it's individual, our team is fully devoted, and we all know that we all make the difference when it comes to the championship season.
A case in point occurred at the sectional championship meet. Mendon came in as the 4-time defending champion, but also off a subpar performance at the counties. Lawler finished first overall, no surprise there. Brighton runners Paul Dellinger and Jonah Simpson finished second and third. So the team title would be determined by points won by those far behind the leaders of the pack. Viking runners finished first, 9th, 13th, 16th, and 17th to beat the Barons by a single point. Is it nice to know that what you do out there matters a lot, and it isn't just who's finishing first?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely drives us to do our best, because we know that the championship could be dependent on us or the person in front of us or behind us. So it really drives you to make sure that you do your best every single time, because it can come down to you.
Once the gun goes off, you can't call a timeout, you can't regroup, you can't go into halftime and give a speech and come out and change the course of the event. So once they start running, the anxiety level in some cases diminishes, and in others revs up a little bit, because now you sit back and hope and watch and scream and do what you can, but it's really all on them.
You score a cross-country meet off the combined scores of your top 5 finishers. First gets a point, second gets 2, and on down, low score wins. So any juxtaposition of finishes from those last 4 guys makes a difference in securing for Mendon a 5th straight Section 5 title.
You're only as strong as your 5th or your 6th or your 7th man, and our 6th man didn't factor into our team score, but he finished right behind our 5th man and displaced somebody else, maybe that 1 point that we needed. So really, you can't even break it down by who was scoring. It's really a total team effort.
Nathan Lawler won the state Class B individual championship in course record time at Shenango Valley. Mendon as a team finished second. We'd like to thank our sponsors,
especially the 11 dealerships in the Vision Automotive Group. They make the Sports Beat possible.
Yes, they do, as do you. Thanks once again for watching, and we'll see you again next week with the Vision High School Sports Beat.